Welcome to Wireless Visionaries. We know in MIMO we have multiple antennas at the transmitter, we have multiple antennas at the receivers, and the signals are sent simultaneously from the transmitter that propagate through the channel, and then they are received at the receiver for further processing. So now in single user MIMO, due to the pre-processing at the transmitter and the processing at the receiver, it may be possible to create parallel interference-free channels. So as a result, we can now send separate data streams from the transmitter to the receive, which do not interfere with each other. So now in multi-user MIMO, instead of the combined receiver, we have separate receivers. And whereas the antennas at the transmitters, they are co-located. So the typical example of multi-user MIMO may be where the base station is the transmitter and the mobile users are the receiver, and the base station is sending separate data stream corresponding to each mobile user. So next, in multi-point transmission, what we have is the receivers are distributed. Moreover, the transmitter antennas are also distributed, but however, they are somehow connected to each other. So these kind of scenarios are known as multi-point transmission. So now we know that in a cellular structure, the region is divided into hexagonal cells, and each hexagonal cell contains one base station, which send a beacon signal to the mobile user, and the mobile user send back the channel quality indicator CKOI. And thereafter, certain processing is done at the base station. For example, link adaptation, beamforming, diversity, and spatial multiplexing, and many more processing is carried out at the base station. And similarly, all these processing is also carried out in the base stations of other cells. So in coordinated multi-point transmission, when there is a processing going on in one of the cell, the nearby base stations of the nearby cells, they also jointly communicate with the CPU of the current cell. So then they combinedly send, all the base station, they send signals jointly to the mobile users so that there is no interference. And the constructive generation of the signals at the mobile user results in the significant increase in the spectral efficiency. And moreover, the outage probability is also reduced, especially in case of the cell edge scenario, which otherwise may not be possible without the use of multi-antenna communication. So this is the first form of coordination between the multiple base stations. So the other form of coordinated multi-point transmission is that now all the base station, they have their own CPU. They jointly do not do the signal processing, but they communicate among themselves. And they communicate among themselves in such a fashion that when the signals they are sent to the ground users, they are received again where there is no interference. So this is the other form of CoMP. So in this video, we studied the basics of single user MIMO, multi-user MIMO, and the two forms of CoMP, coordinated multi-point transmission.